Hello, everybody. This is Julie D from NordoniaHills.news, and this is Jabbering with Julie. Once again, I'm surrounded by food. For some reason, the shows I do about food tend to do better than others. I don't know. What you're seeing behind me is ribs, and yes, they tasted just as good as they look. I've been telling you for a couple weeks now about a restaurant that's opening up soon, Epoche Catering and Takeaway. It's in Norfolk Center. It's actually opening this week. How about that? So again, I've been sampling some of their food. I just want to make sure that the food is good for you. That's one of my jobs. Tough job, especially when the food is so good. So anyways, you have to check us out tomorrow. Tomorrow being Monday, the 26th. I don't know when you're watching this, but on Monday, the 26th, they can start taking orders for Tuesday, the 27th, and it's going to be Taco Tuesday. So they're going to have tacos, burritos, burrito bowls, beautiful stuff like that. So get your order in on Monday, pick it up on Tuesday, eat it up. And then if you want to order food for Friday, get your order in by Thursday, because he will be serving Italian and some Asian dishes. Again, it's all takeout. And he does have some catering options as well. And more info will be out tomorrow on the 26th. So that is that. And speaking of food, I'm telling you, this is a great area if you want to have some good food. I just need to find the next picture and then everything will be fine and dandy. Don't make me start singing. Oh, wait, here's one more picture of food from Epoche. Yes, here we go. So this is a huge baked potato stuffed with a big slice of meatloaf. And it has this beautiful sauce, the red sauce. It's maple something. So good. And then you have sharp cheese. And then on top, the very top right there, is caramelized bacon. And then you can't see it because it's just too high for my computer. Nice dollop of sour cream. So that's a stuffed baked potato. So hopefully you'll have those on his menu soon, because people are already enjoying that for sure. All right, so let's see what else. Oh yeah, speaking of more food, I was saying how this is a wonderful area for restaurants, and we are getting more restaurants. I have been talking about some of the new ones, but I bet you didn't know this. Coming the first week in November, the Swat Truck, you can kind of see it on the bottom there, is going to be taking over the kitchen at the VFW. It's called a ghost kitchen when food trucks take over a chicken. I'm sure they're going to be third chicken. They take over a kitchen. And I guess this is a trend at, some VFWs and auxiliary posts. Food trucks have less events to go to. So they're looking for a way to still provide food for people. And, places like the VFW are looking for a chef to, kick things up a bit. So they're not open yet. We did post it out and got quite a bit of response of it, but there's a very nice article on our website, NordoniaHills.news, written by Emily Chesnick. You'll have to read it and see all the details, because part of the proceeds from the food order that you get there goes directly to veterans. So that is a wonderful thing. Wonderful thing for the community. And I forgot to mention the best part. Danny Molinar, in case you don't know, he's the one that runs the Swat Truck, and he knows how to cook too. So we have wonderful new restaurants coming to this area and wonderful existing ones. So it's all good. It's all good in the neighborhood. And, especially during these times, we have to support local businesses, and it's real easy to support local businesses when they provide good food. So that makes it a win-win for everybody. Okay, so quick sports thing, and we're going to talk about girls soccer. And real quick before I go into local sports. I just have to say I'm very happy today, and that's why I'm doing the show today instead of like last week. I couldn't do the show till Monday because I was so upset about the Browns losing. But I'm happy today because the Browns beat Cincinnati, and they kind of had to. I mean, Cincinnati is usually in the basement, and they were in the basement so far in the season, so we really had to beat them. So in case you didn't know, the final was 37-34. Our record is now 5-2. Yes. Yes. So that's very good news for the people that care about the Browns, which I'm one of. So anyways, back to local sports. So we have still sports stuff happening, and some of it is because of playoffs and some of it is because of COVID. So the Lady Knights soccer team this past week, they won, and their record is now 14-3, and they advanced to Monday's district semifinals, and they're going to host Hudson at 6 p.m. So that is very, very great. Very great, exciting news. Now, let me see. Let's move on to another tournament play. The girls volleyball. I'm telling you, the girls are killing it lately. Girls volleyball. Here they go. They move on to districts with a straight set win over Solon, and they improved to 22-1 on the season. And they're actually undefeated in their division. And they're playing Walsh on Tuesday at home, 6 p.m. start. So there's a lot going on. I know you can't go to those games unless you're related or you know someone who's not going that's related. And we're not streaming any of the games, sorry. But, we will have the scoring updates as we get them. So you can always look for that. And I don't have a picture because the football game was a little soggy. But Nordonia won against Cleveland Heights, 42-26. There was at one point an hour lightning delay, and I guess they got a ton of rain early on, but they ended up winning, so that's good. Let's see. There is, and then by the way, the football game that was played Friday night against Cleveland Heights was a regular season game. They're allowed to add more games. They're allowed to have 10 games, regular season games. Even though they lost in the second round of the playoffs, they're still playing more games. So as far as I know, they have 2 more games, and one is this Friday, and it is away. So, look for that. We'll be putting out the scores as we can get them. All right, and I don't have a picture for this either, but what more could you ask for in October? This week, Darayus Sethna put a podcast up where he's talking about the Premier League, MLS, conclusion of the NBA Finals, and the World Series. And he also talks about the Browns a little bit. So don't miss out. Look on our website, NordoniaHill.news, in the contributor section for Darayus Sethna. Darayus is a high school senior, and he will be doing play-by-play for high school basketball this winter season. Hopefully we'll have a winter sports season. This is his 3rd year doing play-by-play. And he's really, I'm already upset that he's a senior and I'm going to lose him next year. But we already have another student or 2 coming through the wings that want to learn from him. So isn't that great? All right, so let's put up some pictures of some local events from this weekend. Because, if you've been driving around town, you've probably seen lots of different events related to Halloween. So this one was at the Mac Rec Center. Yes, Lance was there. And I want to point out some of the artwork by Balloon Barn. Because did you know that they're a local company and you can order these balloon sculptures and all kinds of things for your parties? Let me just show you some more pictures. Because they really, the rec center had some great decorations, but the balloons just added to the fun. So they had the little bubbles there. See, isn't that cute? This was a great display too, by the rec center. It was a lot of fun. The event was you could drive through and pick up candy and get some pictures. It was a great event. The candy was handed out by some wonderful members of our local Rotary. Let's see, we got some spiders. And this one, who knew you can make a balloon spider? Isn't that cool? And we got another one. Again, balloon barn. Look them up on the web. It's kind of funny. Just talking about spiders. Here's some more. Ooh, black balloons. And let's see another picture. Again, there was tons of cars. There was cars far and wide to come through there. They did a great job dealing with everybody. Oh yeah, this is probably the best one. Got a Frankenstein. If you could see that. I want to get my head out of the way. So yes, balloon barn. So remember them if you were having some kind of party or want to have some kind of thing in your yard, a display in your yard. They do a great job. Okay, let's see what else I got a picture of. High school had a trunk or treat yesterday as well. Caused a little traffic problem on their street until they got that sorted out. This was by the PTSA. And I thought, the rec center and these trunk or treat events are very clever, because of COVID, they have to change things. So basically, this is the one at the high school. You just drive up and you have your kids and they hold their bags out the windows, and they had people come into the car and hand you the candy. And there was a lot of candy places. And this is all lined up at the high school while the volleyball game was going in the back. So you could see why there was a little bit of a traffic issue. But they got it all sorted out, like I said. All right. So let's see. I think I'm out of pictures. And then I just want to tell you about the Macedonia Council meeting, but let's see if I got everything. I don't want to miss anything because, sometimes I do, but that's just how it is. All right. So I guess that's it for now. So anyway, I want to talk about the Macedonia Council meeting. If I could find it here. They did approve some items. Oh, and by the way, the Northfield Village meeting is coming up this week, Wednesday night. And what's great about a lot of these meetings is you can go on their website and get the link for the virtual attendance. So you can attend more meetings now and you don't even have to leave the house. You can be in your jammies watching a meeting. Just remember to turn off your video. Might be a good idea. And probably your mic. I would say that too. Anyways, getting back to the Macedonia Council meeting. At the regular meeting on the 22nd, they entered into a 5-year agreement with Sagamore Hills for dispatch. So it was just basically a renewal of the contract they already have. The last contract was a success, and they wanted to continue on that service in collaboration with the neighbors. So they're offering Sagamore. They're basically covering the police dispatch for Sagamore. Let's see. They looked at the call volume and other factors, and a 3% increase was determined to be fair for both parties. The cost at the start of the contract with Sagamore, which begins next year, will be $87,416 for 2021. Let's see. Council also approved legislation providing the issuance of sale bonds in the amount of $575,000 to pay costs to acquire, install, and equip the city's communication system utilized by the police and fire. They're upgrading to the 800 megahertz frequency. By the way, if you have a police scanner, you might not be able to pick them up anymore. So the city is borrowing $575,000 for the system, and they're going to pay it back in 5 years. The city is using money in the Safety Services Fund provided through an existing levy to afford the system. So this wasn't a surprise. They had this planned all ahead of time. It just took them a while to get the paperwork done. And they also adopted an ordinance providing for the issuance and sale of bonds in the amount of $1.2 million to refinance all or a portion of the city's fire truck acquisition bonds. The measure saves Macedonia $50,000. They added Melissa Hunter to the Macedonia Civil Service Communication. Macedonia Civil Service Commission. Similar words. Melissa Hunter replaces Mike Menhart, who recently retired. And let's see, they are going to be collecting some leaf. They're going to be doing their leaf pickup, probably starting now, and they will go along as long as the weather allows. I know sometimes they're trying to pick up leaves, and then we have snowstorms, and then they have to pick up the snow, and then they go back to picking up leaves. So who knows what this winter has in store for us. Let's see. Council received an update on this year's road program with 7 roads completely repaved, 11 roads crack sealed, 31 catch basins repaired, edge lines painted on all side streets, and patching done at several roads. So the town has never looked better road-wise. In fact, Highland was a big improvement. I think that's probably like the latest one that they've done. And before that, it was Valley View, and then before that, it seemed like they did all the roads. But if you just go back to years ago when they were working on the construction on A2, and it was Barrel City, and there was just potholes on, for example, Shepherd Road, it was like a landmine. You're like trying to negotiate to try not to land in the holes, and Freeway Drive, and there was just so many roads like that in town. But now everything's smooth sailing. Just got to watch your speed. So anyways, I think that's it for now. I always forget stuff, but maybe I'll catch you next week. Jabbering with Julie. Have a good day. Bye, everybody.